just doing a part 1 to my Predator 212 disassembly, so for full modification on it. So, all right, first I'm gonna take off the carb, the main housing for it. Take off the carb, and then we'll take off the exhaust, side cover, gas tank, or the pole cover, then the actual side cover over here. Just gonna take everything down, get ready for to take a proper governor removal on this, and then we're gonna do some modification to it. All right, so after you get your 10mm nuts off, should be slide this, your hose clamp back, and just pull it right off. Then you gotta slide this tube that is for oil on or whatever off your valve cover. Prior to removing your carburetor, you want to take out your throttle assemblies that you have going on there. You just move this over and slide big rod out, and then you can just pull this little spring out. But to take out these stock bolts for the carburetor, just back 2 nuts onto each other and take your 10mm and just keep on cranking it out, and then your rods or the dowels will come out. Studs are out, fuel line's off, throttle assembly's disconnected from the carb. Got a open slate right there now. Now we're gonna take off the pull start cover, the header, and get all this throttle assembly off. Ten, 8, 8. Next, we're going to take out the flywheel case. You got a bolt up top right there on the left side of the gas tank, bolt to the right, then you got a bolt bottom right, bottom left, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So we're going to have to slide it to the edge of the bench and take, I'm pretty sure it's another 8mm, and get those all off. I forgot to mention, when you're taking, after unbolting your flywheel cover, you gotta disconnect your electrical on and off switch. Next up is we're gonna take out the gas tank. You got a 8mm in the back, and then you can see on both sides, right there and over here, those are both 10s. Just gonna take out the gas tank. now that the tank's off, I think I'm going to take off my pipe and then spark plug and probably get the head off. Alright, what we're going to start by doing is taking the valve cover, so you're going to get your 8mm, loosen up all these bolts, take them and take the cover. Alright, so what the next thing you have to do, you're going to have to take off your rockers so you can get to that big bolt down there to take off your head. And you're going to need to take either a clip remover or what I'm going to use is a barrel needle nose, or make an attempt to use, but you got to take off that clip so you can slide this piece. You can see that there's a little bit of adjustment there. You're going to slide that out towards the center and remove that. After you get your clips removed, yeah, I kind of bent mine out a little bit, but after you get your clips removed, you take your rockers out, just slide the pin out, and they'll just pull right off. And now you're going to get a deep socket 12mm for up top and inside the head, so we can take these bolts out and just take off that head. Alright, here's a quick comparison of the Hemi stock Predator head, and this is an aftermarket tilts-in performance head or whatever. Both 27 valve, 25 valve, but, or wait, I don't know if it was 25, something like that. But this one's dished in on the tilts-in a little bit more, but the circles like on the dished part of the Hemi is a bit wider, but I'm sure that all cancels out, which is pretty normal, I'm guessing. And I mean, there's a few small differences right there and there that you can just quickly catch with your eye, but the main one, the Hemi, is just a big circle for the dish in, the whole dish for the valves and where the piston meet. And this one's more of a oval, shorter, and all that, so the chamber itself is smaller, which is, I'm pretty new to this, so I'm not sure if there's benefits to that or not. I'm guessing it's more compression, but don't quote me on that, and please don't roast me on that. But that's a quick difference right there, and obviously non-Hemi style inside where the valve cover covers, and it's the Hemi, obviously. But now for now, I'm going to try to take off the flywheel and see what we can do from there. All right, that'll probably be a video. The rest of the things I did was just took off the springs, retainers, and just took out the valves just because. Just in case I might need this head again, or probably port it or something, practice my porting on that. But right now, all we did was basically disassembled all the outside stuff of the engine. Didn't go inside yet, because I'm saving that for another video, and I'll probably wait to take off the flywheel. Otherwise, it's just a bit of how to do or disassemble part of your Predator 212 Hemi, and we'll call it good at that.